Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's video. Today I will be showcasing the way I do thumbnails using Photoshop. I know there's other platforms that people use like Canvas, from what I'm aware of, and like even doing like, you get the gist. There's different ways to make thumbnails. I know Photoshop is the more pristine, at least in my opinion, is the more pristine way to do it. But again, everyone has their own preference. Everyone has their own unique way of doing it. Everyone has their own skills of doing it. You know, there's 3D, there's 2D, there's just a simple kind of just paste staple. And then, yeah. So, I mean, I will be doing two thumbnails today. One will be me doing my thumbnail for my gaming channel, which is Boofrikas. As you could tell, I already have a couple right here. And then the other one would be the thumbnail for this video specifically. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right to it. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy. So YouTube requires it to be a 12 by 80 in pixels for the width. So the width has to be 12 by 80, height has to be 720, resolution 72. Orientation has to be the second one. Pixels, of course, has to be in pixels. Pixels in inches. Color mode, RGB color, 8-bit. Background content, custom. It could just be a white or whatever you want it to be. Color profile, don't color manage. Pixel aspect ratio, square pixels. So it has to be in pixels, you know. Alright. For this first one, we're going to be doing one for a video I'll be uploading sometime soon. I spelled that completely wrong. There we go. It's going to be a Schedule 1 video, so it has to be something related to Schedule 1. Usually I take screenshots of my gameplays. Like for example, there's ways of me doing it. See, like there's screenshots here. Then there's these. There's like 3 custom mades in here. There's an Overwatch one, simple, you know. And I'll show you how another way I do it, or how I do it, for those of you who are curious. So let's get the screenshot that I will be using, which would be this guy. So we plop this guy in the background, and then we stretch it out so it hides a lot of this stuff. There we go, and then move it a little bit right there. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is lock it, which is gonna be right here. If it lets me. Hold up, I just gotta stretch it. Alright, we'll lock that in place. So that would be, so we have the background, which you can convert it. I did earlier, but it, like, for a reason, fucked up everything else. So we're gonna leave it like that. And then I did download files. So one way you could do and get certain images is, so for example, you can go to the Microsoft Edge or Google, go to the image and just copy it. So for example, here I'll show you a quick way I do it. So for example, Schedule 1 video game. You just go to images, and I'm doing this all on Windows, okay? So you can right click it, and then you just save image as, and then just name it whatever, and it would save right here. So then when you're in Photoshop, well, you go here in your files and you just drag and drop. Sometimes it shows, you know, so here's the logo and then here's the name. So for example, it'll plop on there. I think. What happened? Oh, what the hell? Why are you humongous? Camera raw. This has never popped up for me before. Display. Okay, to be honest, I don't know what is going on. Display. Changes. Question is an open image. Okay, okay. Well, whatever that is, I've never dealt with. Seen something like that. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of a pain in the ass to get the image on here. Okay, so this is new, so I'm assuming I'm supposed to press OK. Ah, okay, so that's how you do it. So that's new. That's completely new to me. So, and then what you do is you go over here on the left side. Let's see, not that one. It would be the background eraser tool. Better says before seeing content will not be available. Okay. I don't like when it does this. I don't know why. This is one way of doing it. I know there's an easier way, but for a reason, I'm just gonna have to do it I'm gonna have to do the hard way. I mean, again, I'm still fresh to Photoshop. I used to take classes of Photoshop back then, but again, because I haven't done Photoshop in such a long time, I'm slowly remembering how Photoshop works, but it's gonna take me a while. Again, I never really used Photoshop even when I did graphic design. I mainly did just illustrations, so like I used Adobe Illustrator. I mean, Photoshop, I learned how to do pick like tiles, like the tile pattern. So this is one way of doing it. I know there's an easier tool part to make this so much easier for myself. So just search it up. You know, I recommend to search these up, because then you have to like spend minutes and kind of waste time in doing this. Which is nothing wrong doing this. It's just this is just the longer way of doing it. The more annoying way, I should say. You know. See, a lot of them, you want the transparent background because it just plops down. And I'll show you on the other one. So I'm going to plop this, or I'm going to get this set, lock it so I don't fiddle with it. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, people just look at the thumbnail to catch the view, but even if it's a little janky, don't worry. For these, I do want to see this video. I mean, it's going to be a shitty kind of video. It's just kind of something to slap there because I've had the video on file. And again, I will be talking other videos I will be talking about is the type of editing tools you want to use, or I use. So I use KineMaster on my phone if I ever want to make phone edits, or even videos that are like at least 10 minutes or short, but sometimes it doesn't register. It takes a while whenever the video is longer than anticipated. So let's see, because right there I already messed up. So say we'll leave it like that. I mean, I say that's fine. I mean, people aren't really gonna pay attention to that, so put that there. And then we're gonna lock it so we don't fiddle with it. So now with this other image, we're gonna copy it here. See, so it has a transparent background. I'll probably take my time and learn this stuff, but I mean, we can kind of fiddle with it right now. So I guess you can mess with the colors, the curve, and kind of make it detail, lens blur. Okay, so there's a lot of things you could do with this calibration. So we're gonna leave it. See, so if it has a transparent background, it makes life easier. And then see, all I have to do is just expand it, plop it there. And there you go. That's the easiest way I do thumbnails. I have a background. I have that screenshot of my gameplay, or at least a video that I have. That's if a video. Even if it's for a live stream, you could take a quick clip from your previous live stream, or go into the game, load up something crazy, pause it, open Photoshop or wherever you edit your videos, plop it there, and then you'll do your little extra knickknacks, you know? So I have my logo, I have this mini logo, but I mean, I could get rid of this one if I want to. I don't have to have both. But because this is just a video I'm doing, I'm gonna leave this one in the top left. Just like that. And then, again, doesn't have to be perfect, can just be simple. Just like that. Something very nice and simple is already done. So without further ado, we go to File, you export it, and you can do a quick export as a PNG, makes it easier. And yeah, it would be as what you title it, hit save. Then you just reopen the file and it's gonna pop up around here. Where is it? So it'd be not in downloads, but it should be in documents or wherever you're gonna end up putting it. And yep, right here, schedule one. There you go. Thumbnail for that video that I'll probably be posting up later if anyone's interested. So now we go back home. It didn't pop up here because it's hasn't saved. So the next video I will be doing, or at least not next video, my dumbass, it's gonna be the same thing. And I want to make a thumbnail for this. And for this, I have an image. Hold up. See the message. Look at March 31st. Okay. So with this, I do have images already in place. I did try to make a video last time, but again, everything kind of was, I don't know, everything was crashing. The way that I kind of struggled on this one. So the way I'll be doing this one, there's my dumbass face. You can see my seal and then my brother's jackets they left behind. This is from the camera, so I just took a quick screenshot. Jesus. I'm not trying to make it humongous is the problem I have. Hold up. There's an easier way for me to kind of, because I want myself just cut out. So there was a way to do this. Move background. What would that do? Oh, there you go. So see, so the thing with Adobe Photoshop, it makes things a lot easier. So this is exactly what I wanted, which is this. And then you could reset the layer and whatnot. This will mask, load, invert mask. You know, you could do all of this. So you could generate a background as well. I'm assuming you could probably edit it. More properties. I guess that, oh, it was right here. Okay. So now with this image in place, what I could do is find another background. So I could be my SC World Studio background, which I'll probably just reuse, to be fair. Because I don't really have other backgrounds. Let's see, we're over here. There's ways of using it. You could use I have a cover, I have that. I just need to see the dimensions of it. 1,000. Okay, with this one, I could copy it here. Then I could just stretch it, but I'll move this right there. There we go. Yeah. What I could also do is just use the color. I don't have to like specifically have that as a background. God, I look terrifying. Ugh. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so now that that's kind of set in place, I mean, I'm probably gonna be using this, but I'll have different backgrounds as I go forward. I just have to kind of make them. Oh no, not export it. So again, lock it in place. My ways of doing thumbnails. So here's like that's a good way for me because it kind of works out perfectly. But like I said, if you really want other images, you just have to go here. Let's see. So you just type it in Adobe Photoshop, logo. See, so you could do Adobe Photoshop PNG, and there's just go to images, and there's different versions you could use. Again, there's people that do stuff like that or make it 3D, make it pop. You know, I'm just gonna do something very simple. You know, but again, mine would be more as long as it has the transparent background. I had a perfect one, not gonna lie, but I don't have it. Like I said, I tried to do this earlier, but for a reason the file got corrupted, so I had to redo all this shit again. Oh, see, like this one's kind of perfect because it's like, so you can sometimes copy the image. So here's one way of doing it. So you copy image. Sometimes it won't pop up here. Oh, but I guess it does. But see, it looks very bad and chopped. So I'm gonna remove this guy. It lets me. Yes, we're gonna delete layer 1. So we can always go back to it and find a different logo. So this is another way you could do things on here. Let's see. Again, I'll probably be doing these more often, like just doing videos of stuff I'm just doing, like editing and stuff, just for the fun of it. Just to show you guys what I kind of do on a daily. What's a good one? Just gotta be careful because some of these are copyrighted, so, I mean, you can kind of tell. It won't let you use it because it'll just, you know. See, because you could use this and snip out one half as well. See, so this one's not bad. What? I don't know why it's still using that same image. See, because it won't let you, like, transfer it. What you could do is save image. This is what I was talking about. Save it. Leave it there. Go to files, downloads. See, and with this, there should be a background eraser that I did find. It just never popped up here. Eraser tool. Or hold on, I gotta pause. All right, where were we? Sorry if you see a cut there. I had a bunch of phone calls to get to involving my job and whatnot. So back to what we were doing here. So these are ways I do it. Magic eraser tool. No, I knew that was not gonna work. This margin must be read before proceeding. Okay. I don't know why it tells me that though is the problem. So I'm gonna have to do it the old. Oh wait, here. It's because for whatever reason it doesn't let me. There we go. So that makes it easier with this. You just have to do whatever it tells you. It's like, why does it look so pixelated? Here, I'm gonna move my dumb ass down here. All right, and then alrighty, now that looks a lot better. And then I'll just put a little bit of text so people just click and be like, oh, okay, or at least see the thumbnail. And it's always good to provide context to it, because I mean, if I just leave it at that, I mean, who's really gonna click on it? I mean, but I don't really care. Either watch it or don't. Tooth. Making 2 thumbnails on Adobe Photoshop. Wanna shake that hood mentality? Fuck, we supposed to get our real. Instead of putting a number, I'll put the number. There we go. That's a little better. Making 2 thumbnails on Adobe Photoshop. All right, and that's pretty much how I. So I'll probably be using this. I mean, it might be a little different, but I might just leave it the same, to be honest. So, well, there. 2 thumbnails. I have one ready for schedule 1 that I will probably upload sometime later this week, and then I'll get this uploaded. Well, if you see it, yeah. So that's the way I create 2 thumbnails. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys want to see me do more of these or do more thumbnails, even if you guys want me to do a thumbnail for you, I can. You know, again, bear with me. I'm still learning, so I'm giving myself time to learn stuff and whatnot. But yeah, this is kind of how I do my thumbnails. At least for this channel, it's still raw, you know, so everything's still new to this channel. The other one, I mean, I've done thumbnails before, for example, and whatnot. But again, let's bind it off. We'll export it as a PNG, untitled. Let's see. We'll call it SC vid. Oh wait. vid. We'll call it SC vid for SC World Studio. Alright, so that's a simple way of how I do thumbnails. Again, there's better ways of doing it, more like expert wise, but I'm not at that level. This is kind of more basic for me. You know, of course, I have my background and whatnot. So, but I'm gonna end it off there. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.